Hello, and welcome to the Players Meeting for the third annual Wells Branch Women's Open. My name is Brian Litke, your tournament director, and I'd like to thank Denise McGillivray and Sarah Serbeck, my co-tournament directors, for their help in preparing for this awesome event. Let's talk first about safety measures. If you feel sick, please do not attend the event. And the other thing to remember is to prepare for the heat. It's going to be over 90 degrees, so please bring a refillable water bottle. We'll have bottled water and a water station by base camp, and I'll have one bottle of Powerade provided to each player at lunch between rounds. For player groups, we'll have cards of 5 to 6 players that'll be arranged, and round 1 card assignments are going to be posted on the event page and sent to players by email on Thursday. Starting holes will be posted at the check-in table, and players listed first on the card will pick up the paper scorecard at check-in. Based on a player poll, we'll mix divisions on cards during the first round and arrange cards by division for the second round. Our paper scorecards will be the official scores, but I set up the event as a league on UDisc, and at least one person in each group will need the UDisc app in order to keep score for the card. Those of you who are familiar with UDisc, your volunteering will be much appreciated in helping keep score for your card. The payout for the event will be in cash or check for both Open and AM divisions, and you'll be paid out at the end of the tournament. Payment for any players who leave immediately after the event will be sent by Venmo or PayPal the day following the tournament. I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, because without them, this event wouldn't be as special as it is. We've got super duper sponsors, and those are the sponsors that contributed the most towards this event. First of all, Meridian Hive is contributing over $500 worth of mead and merchandise, so each woman will get at least one can of mead at the end of the round. We also received $420 donated through entry fees at the Wells Branch Sunday Doubles, and Bruce the Rabbit kicked in $420. Where he got it, I don't know. $300 came from Michael Burton, and $200 from Shepherd Productions. Thank you to Ken and Wendy. We also have other super company sponsors, including Beerworks, Bogey Free Club, who's doing the event trophies. Thank you so much, Strick. Your trophies look awesome. Chain Reaction Disc Golf, Disc Nation, The Drop Zone, Flying Armadillo, Reload Discs all have donated merchandise for prizes at the event. Trader Joe's gave us water, and Waterloo Disc Golf Club also gave us merchandise for the event. I'd like to mention some of the individual sponsors that were very generous in their donations. Thank you to Brian Litke for donating his Sunday Doubles winnings in August and September. Martin Pierce with Mid-Range Monday, Eric, EJ Cracker Barrel, Mike Shea, another $100 from Brian Litke, John Fisher, Jessica Walkenbach from Financial Services in Prudential. Check her out if you need a financial advisor. Women Throwing Frisbees, Erica Hanlon, Mark Dwyer, Sean Barada, and Shane Linney all contributed cash towards this event. We also have other awesome individual sponsors that contributed merchandise, including Chris Ware, Ryan Hampton, Dee and Mac McGillivray, who spent hours creating tie-dyed towels for your player pack. Brian Litke again for sponsoring $200 for our Zing Pico can toppers that are in your players pack. Jennifer Litke Jones, who made the bag lunches for those who didn't choose pizza, and Jennifer also did the artwork that we see across the 5 different products that have the event logo on them. We had $290 from last Wells Branch Women's Open that was unspent, and that's going to the payout this year. And we also received $200 through sales of fundraiser discs, and thank you so much for those of you that bought them. As far as the course layout and out of bounds, we have the out of bounds listed here, and it'll also be in the players pack that you receive when you check in. The one thing that everyone may not be familiar with is on hole number 12, where typically a tee box is shared between hole 12 and 13. Instead, for hole 12, we'll use the sidewalk as our tee box, and there's a green line painted, and that will be your tee box for number 12. So check on these out of bounds and have them printed out with you so that you can refer to them during the round. A special out of bounds for the open division is on fairway number 4. Fairway number 4 will be treated as an island hole, and this is only for the open division, and it does apply for both rounds. If you don't make the island on your first shot, you'll take your next shot from the drop zone with a 1-stroke penalty. The triangle for the island is defined by the path on the left, the sidewalk on the right, and the granite path that cuts across the fairway. The boundaries for the island hole are going to be clearly marked with white ground paint, and the drop zone will be marked by 2 tuft markers before the granite path crossing the fairway. After your first throw, when you are in bounds, if you're putting and your putt goes out of bounds, you'll take a penalty stroke and you'll take your next shot using normal out of bounds rules 1 meter in from where your disc crossed the OB line. The drop zone is only used when your first throw, your drive, is out of bounds. So let's talk about what's going to happen the day of the event. First of all, the check-in and round 1. You're going to check in, we said from 9 to 10, but if people show up early, we'll start checking in around 8:30, and it's going to happen through a 3-step process. First, you'll check in with me so that I know you're here. You'll pick up your player pack and the goodies from including your event disc. And for the third part, if you have UDisc, please check into the event. It's listed under UDisc leagues, and a volunteer will be present to assist you. There's going to be an optional yoga session from 9:15 to 9:45, and then at 10 o'clock you'll start walking to your tee box assignment. We're doing a shotgun start, so different groups will start at different holes at the same time. The first player listed on your card, please try to create a card in UDisc and try to add your card mates as members on that card that you create. At 10:20, we'll start play for round 1. I'll yell out a 2-minute warning and then a start. If you hear that shout of 2-minute warning, please go ahead and shout and carry it on so that everyone throughout the course can hear. If you don't hear it, go ahead and start play at 10:20. We will offer CTPs and an ace pot during the round. We'll have cash CTPs during the first round. Pro divisions will have CTPs on holes 2 and 15 for $30 each. AM divisions will have CTPs on holes 3 and 9 for $20 each. And Meridian Hive has donated a special Meridian Hive Mead CTP that we'll have during the first round for the Pro division on hole 1 and AM division on hole 5. As far as the ace pot, there's a $50 ace bounty for every ace that's scored during either round in the event. If you're throwing on one of the CTP holes and you get closer than the spot that's been previously marked, move the flag to your spot and write your name on the CTP log, which is in a baggie that includes a measuring tape on top of the target. All CTPs will be paid out at the end of the round during the awards ceremony. After your first round, we'll have lunch. Go ahead and turn in your first round scorecard to me at the check-in table. You'll get a new scorecard for round 2 at the end of lunch. So from 12:30 and 1:30, we'll have lunch with 2 tables set up for you to pick up your lunch. You had the choice of selecting either pizza or a PB&J sandwich with fruit and snacks. So grab your food, find an area to eat. I suggest that if you have one, bring a stool or a chair so that you've got a comfortable place to sit and eat lunch. Please bring your own drinking container and water. We'll have, as I said previously, a Powerade chilling for each player to grab at lunch to cool you down, give you some electrolytes. We'll also have a water cooler at base camp for refilling your water bottle, as well as bottled water. The baskets will be moved to the long positions for the second round while you're eating lunch. The tee signs and scorecards will have both distances listed. For round 2, at 1:30, You'll check your tee box assignments at base camp. They'll be printed out in several spots. The first player on the card will pick up the card for their group, and you'll walk to your tee box assignments. You'll start your round 2 scorecard in UDisc. So be sure to enter your round 1 final score as your starting score for round 2 so that you'll be able to see your cumulative score in UDisc, and everyone can check on the progress and scores in their division as the event goes on. I'll try to change the starting holes so players who walked far during the round 1 start don't have to walk as far for round 2. At 1:45, we'll yell out a 2-minute warning and then a start. If you don't hear it, start play at 1:45. After the round, turn in your paper scorecard at the scorecard table. We'll use UDisc to double check scores. We will have some adult beverages, and after the round, pick one up. We have Meridian Hive Mead, one for each player, as well as beer from Austin Beer Works. So grab one if you want, chill and relax. Joel Kelly will be leading a Ring of Fire putting game with prizes that were donated by our many sponsors. We'll also have door prizes. A bunch of goodies are available, including a new full-size basket. So this will be randomly awarded so that anyone can win it. We'll draw out names and give out prizes. As we draw your name, you'll come up to the table and choose a prize from the prize table. For trophies, we'll be giving out first place trophies to the winner of each of the 7 divisions. And we'll also give out CTP prizes at this time. I'll deliver any trophies to winners after the event if they've already left. Thanks for listening to our players meeting. If you have any questions, please send me an email, and I'm looking forward to seeing you out at the course.